What a great day out we had at the Kilnsey Show 2025. Soon after entering, we spotted the dry stone wall competition. Started good and early to give time to allow the wall to be rebuilt. Then it was on to the sheep pens, where many different breeds and varieties were on show. By the way, the music in the background is being played by the Summerbridge and Dacre Brass Band. You'll see them a bit later on. Next, we made our way to the field hosting the sheepdog trials. We love to watch the way in which the shepherd and his dog work together. What marvellous teamwork! The aim is to move the sheep around the field, directing them through 3 special competition gates. No points for going round them, the sheep have to go through. The shepherd had achieved that with his sheep, so he was now preparing for the grand finale, herding the sheep towards him, and if possible, getting them all to enter the fold. Is he going to manage it? They're thinking about it. Will they go? Will they? Yes, in they go, and the shepherd triumphantly closes the gate. After all that, we needed some refreshment, so we joined the queue for some coffee. It were well worth the wait. The coffee were delicious. Next it was on to the cattle pens and some beautifully turned out dairy cows. Once again, many different breeds of cattle were on show, all scrubbed and groomed by their owners. Then on to the judging enclosure, where the judge took some time deliberating over every little detail before making his decision. We watched the sheep shearing demonstration, another impressive skill on display. With smooth, flowing motions, the sheep shearer quickly removed each fleece. It was fascinating to see the wool come away from the sheep's back so smoothly and perfectly. No pulling the wool over his eyes. This is how things used to be powered. Here, literally, 1 horsepower. There was also a display of milk churns and other vessels and equipment which were used on the farm back in the day. Then we went past the displays of vintage tractors and cars. Another check-up on how the contestants were doing at the dry stone walling. Coming along fine. We arrived at the marquee, where Summerbridge and Dacre Band were playing. What a great turnout! Lovely to see such a full-size band. Over for a quick look at the judging for the supreme champion in the sheep, before heading to the main field for the parade of the show horses. They were followed by a parade of the vintage tractors and cars. It was time to go, so we had one last look at the progress of the stonewallers. Some were nearly ready to put the capping stone on top. We walked back to the cars. What a grand day out! Thank you, Kilnsey Show. See you next year.